Roadies. I'm back home. I'm so happy to be home. I nearly cried when I crossed the Oregon borders. But what was really great about the trip was that Janine from Acorns and Threads called me. Oh yeah, good news on that front. But let me just say thank you so much for those of you who've reached out and said, where's another video? Yeah, I'm here for you. It's just been an exhausting, emotionally and physically exhausting week. We not only made a quick decision to head back to Oregon, but like we gave ourselves an hour and a half from, oh, we've got another week or two to, oh yeah, we got to hit the road. And so there were some things I had, so many little accumulations here or there that I couldn't think about. And so I had 5 of those priority mailboxes that I packed and mailed to my girlfriend that lives down the street from me, because we literally couldn't fit everything in our lives in our van on such a short notice, not being able to really organize. So I'm going to just try to straighten this out just a bit. But I decided that one of the things that I'm going to do for myself is I'm going to take a bath every day. I'm going to fix my hair and put some makeup on. I got my pearl earrings on. I told my son I didn't wear my pearls because it didn't really go with my t-shirt. Yeah. So I think that what I need is to have some structure to my day. Otherwise, knowing me, I would be like Chicken Little, and I'd be crying all the time because I'm a feeler. I feel other people's pain, and I feel, so I'm a feeler. And so I need some structure. My house has never been this clean, because when we got home, I was kind of shell-shocked. And so I went through, and we had been here 3 months, so it was dusty, and so I vacuumed and dusted and, organized the pantry, and by God, I found, you know what I found when I was organizing? An emergency roll of toilet paper. Oh my God, look at how little that is. It must have been for one of our backpacking trips. Oh yeah, there it is. Charmin. So, what does it say? I can't see. But it's a basic to go. It's only 210 inches long. 55 sheets. 1 sheet per pee, 2 sheets per poo. How many will this last? There is someone online who has calculated that you can write in on how many rolls of toilet paper you have and size, and it will calculate when you're going to run out. Like, I would want to know that. No, I'm more concerned about floss. Yeah, so that's the thing. I came home. We spent 2 days cleaning, organizing. I found out that I had 14 project bags. Yeah, 14 project bags. And what my girlfriend Lori and I decided is that we are not hoarding enough linen. That is where we're coming up short, that we have several things partially kitted, but it's the linen that's missing. So there you go. I had that conversation with Janine. Did you see that? Did you see that kind of brain fart that happened there? That's like I zoned out. But I had a conversation with Janine while I was on the road from Acorns and Threads, because she had my bag and I had no idea what was in it for market. And so I asked her to let me know what was in there and if she wanted to send it off, and what I might want to have kitted up ahead of time for myself. And I mean, she's the best. She's the best. And I'm so disappointed. I am so disappointed that our Jeanette Douglas workshop in April is canceled. I totally get it, but I'm bummed. Heck, the Olympics is on the verge of canceling, so, but I care more about cross stitch. I like to cross stitch while watching the Olympics. Yeah, so that was sad. That was sad to hear. And I know all of our worlds is going to change. How we move through the world, what's important to us, and I pick a word of the year every year, and last year's word was enough, and I realized this year's word, instead of being aware, which I think it is a great word to live by this year, but I wish I had picked you don't have enough linen. That's not one word though, is it? So that's the thing. Also, I've got 2 projects that are finished and not any project to, or any product to finally finish them. So I'm going to turn into one of those people that has all this, all these projects stitched. And then I'm going to have a big finishing day when we are no longer sheltered in our homes, because our governor today here in Oregon has enacted a shelter in place. So going to Hobby Lobby is not an essential travel. I get it, but oh man, so close and yet so far. So what to do? It means that I'm going to have to stitch a whole lot and watch some Floss Tube. It's going to be, it might be somewhat boring in that, ooh, got a call. Back to you in a minute. Sorry for the interruption, but I got a phone call from my childhood girlfriend, Colleen, and that's the thing right now, is that it's nice, we text and we email, but like this, actually seeing someone, hearing their voice somehow just makes your heart feel better. And so I had to answer that call. And she's doing well. Even though you don't know her, she's doing well. So I can't remember where I was at, but let's see. Maybe it was the panic about linen. I think, there are many behavior changes that are going to occur post-coronavirus. For those of us who are astute enough to realize this is no joke, and we have altered our world. Our world will forever be altered in little ways, and so one of those ways for me is I feel the need to kit everything up. I want to kit everything up, because what if I want to work on something and I don't have the linen? I'm pretty good about the threads, because you could kind of move colors around a little bit. But when you need linen, you need linen. And yeah, that's going to be an issue. But with 14 project bags, I think that I have enough to keep me busy. But The thing about cross stitching that I've noticed is that you're much more productive when you feel the move, you know, like, oh, I really want to start that. Then you get real excited and you get going on it. But when you lose interest, if there's not another thing there, you know, it's like, man, if there's not another piece of cake, we have a problem. So I'm having to decide what to do. I know that it's a weird thing because I'm not what I would call a monogamous stitcher. I kind of move around a bit, and so this whole time of trying to relieve stress, I'm finding I'm turning into a monogamous stitcher, or not so much monogamous as like I'm a dog with a bone that doesn't want to give it up. And so I'll find that I really want to get that one done and I'll concentrate on that. But making somewhat of a schedule, I guess, I think is going to be an interesting proposition. So like people that do rotations, I can see myself maybe setting something like that up so that I'll keep everything moving along and not just get focused on one. Not that that would be a bad thing. For those that like to do it, that's a-okay. But I want to give my world structure. In a world that really seems out of our control because every day the rule has changed, creating my own structure, getting up, getting a bath every day, fixing my hair, putting my pearls on, putting makeup on, makes me feel I'm approaching my day under my terms. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So one of the first things I did this morning was have G drag out our printer, and I had purchased some charts from Etsy that were downloads, and I didn't download them because in Tucson I don't have a printer, and I thought, well, I'll just save them till I get home. And so now here I am, and I've downloaded them. And so this one is that one that is in memory of Leanne, you know, and many are doing the Baby It's Cold Outside, of which I don't have the linen for, but this is that chart, you know, fill the world with love. So I'm going to have to do that one sooner than later. And then I saw this, let's see, I think Barb was talking about this on a Floss Tube, this movie, and so WroughtIronStitching on Etsy charted that. And this is another wrought iron stitching, and when I went to their site, I thought it was so adorable. You know, it's so adorable. So I'm going to do that one. And then this was a free chart, and I am going to start this. I'm going to start this week. I'm going to start this. This is going to be my coronavirus start from Not Forgotten Farms. You know, and it's Be Calm. Isn't that fabulous? And you just go onto her blog, and you can get this, and it has the floss, DMC floss. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to start that one this week. And then I had purchased from Bendy Stitches the Acceptance sampler. And when I printed it off today, I thought, what a perfect time to have printed this off. acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means understanding that something is what it is, and there's got to be a way through it. Definitely be doing that one under quarantine. Yep. Yeah. So I am so blessed. I am so blessed, as you all are. If you're watching this, you have to be a cross stitcher, I'm sure. And we are so blessed to be able to have this thing that fills our soul, that's shared with the world, and brings you a sense of calm. It really, stitching brings me a sense of calm. So I will be doing a lot of that, as I'm sure all of you are. This last week in the traveling and cleaning and moving, haven't gotten to see a lot of Floss Tube, but I've been checking in on Instagram and Facebook. That's the other thing that I don't get. You know, I bet everybody that asks to be on my Instagram and Facebook, and that's just self-preservation. It's you know, I'm not focused on numbers, so I don't care how many numbers there are. I care that each person that I let in my house is a real person that loves the same things I love. And so I was confused by the fact, because I'll kind of check each request, and if they have 0 posts, I don't accept, because I'm not quite sure what's going on there. And then I get really confused, and maybe some of you will know this. Why would someone with 0 posts have any followers? Does anybody know that? I mean, that really freaks me out, because why would you have followers that are following your Instagram or your Facebook and you don't have any posts? So that makes me kind of, and so I just delete it, because I don't know what's going on. But I have enjoyed looking at those in my Floss Tube fast. I have a lot of catching up to do on Floss Tube. I did catch a little bit of Kindred Stitcher, and what a little idyllic place that she lives. It's like a cocoon. And when you are a crafter of any kind and you have a cocoon like that, it feels safe. It feels safe. And Jan Hicks, you know, she didn't, last time I saw, she didn't get to head stateside, which, I mean, to be moving right now, oh, what a hardship. What a hardship to try. I have a friend who's trying to move into a house she just finished building. It's a hardship, and your heart breaks, because it's just all the timing is so lousy with this virus going on. But we too shall get through this. And I'm excited to see what I can accomplish with the little amount of linen I have, and to keep stitching. I am currently have my teeth in the bone of my motto sampler. I can almost taste it finished. So, but if I get it done, I can't frame it, I can't finish it, because I can't get to Hobby Lobby. I can't get to Joann's or Michael's. I can't get to any of those places. But I'm blessed, because I have my Charmin Basic to go. Who would have thought when I bought this to go backpacking that this would be, wow, my go-to toilet paper. All of you take care. We'll see you here. I'll show you if I get something started on the next video. Stay safe, keep stitching, and I'm happy you're here. Thanks.